Welcome to the Arunachal Informer. We are glad that in just a short notice, our respected ma'am has given grace to be a part of this show. And we are very thankful to you, ma'am. And it is my privilege to welcome her on this beautiful show. Well, she is none other than Dr. Topi Basar, who is the head of the Department Law, Rajiv Gandhi University. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining our show. And with this, we will straightly start our this discussion. Now, ma'am, you see, in our youths are actively engaged in social media platform, be it on Facebook, Instagram. So many social media platforms are there. Some of them are using in a right way. Perhaps we can witness that some of them are misusing it. And in today's context, many obscenity videos, nudity videos, and defamation case are also being charge sheeted. And as per the report, we went to police station and we have procured that there are lots of cases has been registered in regard to obscenity and defamation. So you being a person who belongs to law department and at the same time you are also a professor who is from the prestigious university, that is Rajiv Gandhi University. My straight question to you would be, since our youths are misusing it, and some of them are using positively, we must cannot ignore the fact. Now, what would be your message to the youth, since some of them are misusing it, and what are the legal consequences will attract if they commit such crimes or commit some mistakes?
Thank you for having me in your show. It's a pleasure. And cybercrime is a big concern today. And in Indian context, if we look at the laws that governs cyber crimes, we have Information Technology Act 2000, which was amended in 2008. So this is a very important law that governs cyber crimes. As we know that the technology has embraced every part of our life.
Yes.
We cannot stay away from technology. And but there is a danger associated with technology. May that be internet, may that be social media, may that be forums like Insta, Facebook. So the safe uses of these social media is a big concern today, because what we do, what we say on social media may have legal ramifications.
Okay.
One needs to be aware of that, because many a times we get comfortable in saying whatever that comes to our mind and doing whatever we like in social media, without realizing that there are laws dealing with every acts that is an offense, that is defined as an offense. So we need to understand, like, what are the acts which are prohibited under the law, may it be Indian Penal Code or may it be cyber laws like Information Technology Act. So, as you talked about defamation,
Yes.
So I will start with defamation. See, of course, we many a times we find that people, cast aspersions on others' character, others, without thinking its repercussions. So when you say something about others without it's not about what you're saying is a truth or not. I'm not getting into that. But casting aspersions and which is going to affect the reputation of others. Okay? Because the law of defamation basically is about, concerning the protection of the character and reputation of a person in the eyes of the society. Okay. So if you say something against a person which is likely to demean or likely to affect his or her reputation in the eyes of the public, that is a defamation. Okay. Under section 499 of the IPC. Okay. So many a times, like we write, anything about any person with on our social media platforms, and that is seen and read by many others. So you are making a publication. Yes. In a public domain. You're making a publication in a public domain, and that amounts to defamation. Okay. If the intention is to harm the reputation, so the intention becomes important under the under the law, under the criminal law. The intention becomes important. So what you are saying, which is affecting the character, of some other person, or which is likely to affect the reputation. So the defamation law protects the reputation of a person. So the objective of the defamation law is to give protection to a person's reputation in society, because it is important. Everybody loves their reputation. Everybody loves the image that they have in society. And if that reputation is hurt, or if that reputation is damaged by someone in a careless and casual manner, then that act may attract, section 499, which is a punishable offense. And that same thing when you do in social media, there is under the IT Act also, it's a punishable offense under the IT Act also. So therefore, we have to be careful what we say and what we write in the social media against any person, because that may amount to harming or injuring the reputation of a person.
Okay. Ma'am, adding to it, I just wanted to raise one more question. See, for an example, person A has defamed person B, and now person B has been defamed through publication agency. In that case, will that publication agency be charge sheeted?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, that would also be attracted under certain appropriate laws.
Yes, they don't have immunity.
Okay.
The publication house or media house also does not have an immunity, because you have the onus and the duty to check the facts before publishing it. From your end, you have to check the facts, and you have to prove that what you did was in good faith.
Okay.
It has to be done in a good faith.
So without knowing the fact, if somebody direct any of the publication agency for publication, the publication authority has to ensure that everything which is given, every content which is given to them, that should be published in a good faith.
In good faith, and from your end, there has to be verification of the facts.
Okay. Okay. Well, ma'am, now another question to you is there any laws that attracts if anyone is found guilty in terms of obscenity and nudity?
See, in case of obscenity and nudity, we have IPC also. Under IPC, we have section 292 of the IPC deals with obscenity. And under the IT Act also, we have Section 67 of the Information Technology Act that deals with obscenity, online obscenity. So, but the thing is, the definition part of IPC, the definitional sections, does not define what is obscenity, what amounts to obscenity, what acts would actually amount to obscenity, because it's very generally worded like, any act which is like, depraves the morality, moral standards, prurient, and these are the words which is used under section 292 of IPC.
Okay.
So basically, when we talk about whether it's a particular act amounts to obscenity or not, there are a lot of case laws, judgments given by Supreme Court where the term obscenity has been defined.
Okay.
So the courts in India have been applying Hickling test.
Okay.
And also community standards test. So what amounts to obscenity depends. It depends on case to case basis. So it's the court will see what was the motive behind the act, and what is its impact. What is the impact of that act on a given society or a community? Because it's again subject something like morality, because obscenity is something which touches upon the issues of morality, morality concerns. It's more to do with the moral standards that we held in our society. So again, it's again very subjective. For a given society, what is moral for a given society, which is more liberal, may not be acceptable in a society which is orthodox.
Yes.
So it depends on facts and circumstances of the case, and whether the act is sexually explicit, or whether the act is, what kind of implications it is having on the young minds, what kind of implications it will have on the society at large. So the courts recently in India, in several cases dealing with obscenity, they have been applying the community standard test. How that community is going to perceive that act, and how that particular obscene act, is going to impact the community. So based on that, the matter has been decided. So, but if we read section 292 very carefully, you'll see that it's a very broad section.
Yes.
Very, very broad section. So many acts which is not really acceptable, which may be little bit not as per the set moral standards, may fall under it. So I think these are the laws which we need to be aware of in today's age of technology. And yes, there are, you must have also heard of cases like, that Milind Soman, famous model who ran nude in Goa beach, and FIR was lodged against him.
Yes.
And also this few years back, Boris Baker case.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So, so these are the several cases, instances where we have seen how obscenity has been, the legal consequences of obscenity that can be seen in Indian context.
Okay, exactly. Now, ma'am, this is also a serious concern that I would like to bring into this track. That is, all of us into now social media, and without authenticating the truth, without verifying the truth, some of them resort to, they keep on sharing. They keep on sharing without the authentication of news, which resort to many social unrest. And 3 years back, we have also witnessed two guys. One is Nilot Paldas, and another guy who went on a tour. But unfortunately, at Karbi Anglong, there was a mob lynching because a fake news spread in that way that guys who were there at Karbi Anglong, they were child abductors. So due to misinformation and inauthentication of news, there are so many innocent lives are also at stake. So what message would you like to convey to the viewers here?
Yeah, this is a very important question that you have asked me. We have to be extremely careful that rumor is spreading,
Yes.
rumor mongering and the rumor spreading uh, has the propensity to create lot of law and order problems.
Exactly.
So one needs to be extremely careful in handing down the information, passing on the communication without authentication, without
Yes.
proper verification, because it can be very, very dangerous. And the government is now going to change the Indian Penal Code also. Some amendment is in the process in Indian Penal Code, and even its name is going to be changed. And in this mob lynching has been made by amending the IPC. Mob lynching has been made as a capital punishment. So if we look at instances of mob lynching, the rumors play a big role also. Unverified accounts, passage of unverified informations by people, especially through the medium of social media, can even lead to loss of life, loss of property, and instances like mob lynching. So there will be legal liabilities of people who are involved in spreading such kind of rumors, because legal liability will be fixed. So I think we have to be very careful, very, very careful in social media as to what kind of information we are accessing to and what kind of information we are sharing. All right. So this is something, especially I would like to emphasize upon this child pornography.
Yes, ma'am.
And sexually explicit videos and images of any sort. So this sexually explicit content, if we make it available online in social media, it may attract, Section 67.
Okay.
Section 67A of Information Technology Act. So and also child pornography. Information Technology Act under Section 67B has punishes child pornography. Any kind of making a child pornography, capturing a child pornography, or sharing a child pornography is an offense, punishable offense under Section 67B of the Information Technology Act. And one can be punished even up to 10 years also, up to 10 years, and with fine up to 10 lakhs.
Okay.
So this is considered heinous under the Information Technology Act. So even like, the law is very stringent when it comes to child pornography. Minor is below 18 years. Any sexually explicit act with children below 18 years and circulating it, even publishing it, and even viewing it is an offense under the Indian law.
Okay, ma'am. What would be your message to the youth regarding this? I would directly say misuse of social media, since our topic is basically emphasizing on this misuse of social media.
See, I think social media should be used in a way to in a beneficial way.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, whether you are using it for entertainment, or whether you are using it for some social cause, or whether you're using it for purely private use. I think there has to be a sense of responsibility, and you should be aware of certain dangers that associated with it.
Yes,
You know, because
ramifications.
yeah, so we have to be mindful. We have to be conscious of the fact that there are hackers, there are cyber criminals who are looking for opportunity to cash on
Yes, yes.
the content
Exactly.
that you create and put it out there. So it's an era where monetization is become the prime motive of many people in social media. So the young generations, they have to be careful that they should not make such kind of a content and put it up for free, which can be misused and exploited by the cyber criminals. So I think that kind of self-restraint and responsibility is important. You have to be careful. We have to be cautious. And it's not that social media, we should avoid social media, because we cannot avoid social media.
Yes.
Because this is the way we now interact with our society, with our peers, with our community. So we cannot stay away from social media, but at the same time, I think these young generations, millennials, they need to understand that they need to identify the dangers that's associated with social media, and how, especially when we talk about issues like privacy.
Yes.
And the modesty of a woman, outraging the modesty of a woman is also an offense under the IPC. So therefore, privacy concerns are there. We have to be careful of that. Privacy concerns. We have to ensure that we do not breach someone's privacy, and we should also not give space, or we should not allow such kind of an opportunity whereby our privacy can be infringed by others.
Yes, ma'am. It was I would always say, meeting with you always turned out to be a prolific session, and our viewers have also learned so many laws and IPCs that I act as well, which is connected. What if anyone is found guilty? It's very nice session, and thank you so much for joining our show. And we are looking forward that in future also we will be connecting you, so that we are there to garner a lot of knowledge from you, since you are such a eminent personality in our state. And thank you so much again, ma'am,
My
for taking
pleasure.
the time out. And we are genuinely overwhelmed with your presence. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.